You really want to take a look at this article posted on World Net Daily. Michael Savage, even reporters shocked by Obama's ISIS response. It starts off, in contrast to the U.S. president, even the progressive socialist Pope recognized the Paris attack as a piece of Third World War. Talk radio host Michael Savage told his listeners on Monday. Savage began his show reading from the opening of his best-selling new book, Government Zero, No Borders, No Language, No Culture, warning that the West is in a dance of death. There is a dance of death in the West, an actual death in the Middle East. Well, it's actually here as well, courtesy of the Islamofascists, he writes. Meanwhile, the Caesar in the White House entertains himself with thousands of psychopaths partying on behind closed doors as if the Islamofascist hand will not touch him. He thinks he's protected from the new plague, the Black Death of radical Islam. But President Obama's reaction to the attack by ISIS in Paris Friday night, which left 29 people dead, was jaw-dropping, Savage said on Monday. Quote, I stand here before you in front of this microphone trying to ring the bell of sanity in a world of insanity, Savage told listeners of the Savage Nation, which is heard in more than 300 markets across the country. Quote, we have leaders who are so spineless or insane or drugged that they're not leaders, Savage said. They're going to kill all of us. Yeah, what have I said? Drug testing is rather important for these leaders, is it not? At the G20 summit in Turkey on Monday, Obama was put on the defensive by reporters questioning his strategy against ISIS and his unwillingness to alter it in the wake of the Paris attacks. Obama declared ISIS, quote, does not represent Islam. It is not representative in any way of the attitudes of the overwhelming majority of Muslims, end of quote. Savage said, quote, even the liberal progressive reporters sat with their mouths agape as they listened to the rubbish coming from Obama. The empty suit was never more empty, Savage said. You see, Obama tries to hold on to the notion that the minority of head choppers don't reflect the attitudes of the majority. But you know what? It doesn't matter. They all adhere to the Quran. And like I've said in countless videos, if a radical Islamic Muslim is holding the head of a child that he just decapitated, and he asks one of these moderates for help, guess what? The moderate will help, because they follow the words of the Prophet Muhammad. And when people are asked, and surveys are taken, which have been done, most agree with Sharia law. And this is from the moderates. They're just simply waiting on the sideline. That's sort of what I think. Read the article. There's more that will amaze you. That's sort of what I think. Let me know what you think.